My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. The man is on Twitch. For a change. Well, as it happens. As it happens, there was something happening on YouTube, man. And I don't know what happened on YouTube because, all kinds of wonderful things, I guess, because YouTube just made it very hard for me to stream today. I couldn't even get a stream running on YouTube. Yeah, so there was something wrong with starting with YouTube, the stream. So I was thinking, man, I was supposed to stream today. And so I decided, hey, you know what? Why don't we do it over here on Twitch? And the interesting thing about doing on Twitch, guys, is I haven't done it in a while, right? So if damn hellos and everything happen on the stream, I might not know about it. Alerts might not work. Man, I'm always on, because we're on Twitch now. I mean, we're on YouTube all the time, right? So hope you guys are well, man. So a lot of old names. Mustafa Buka, how are you, man? And Regainer Wave, long time. Tiger Tails, how are you, man? And Mr. Capitano, first time. Most of you, first time. Right. So welcome to the stream, guys. Yes, and I was supposed to do something, right, on YouTube today. Right. Today was supposed to be I think I'll do that, why not? Okay. It's just basically something I alluded to because we do all kinds of different things on YouTube, right? And we do like my long-term save with Leipzig, which is basically rebuilding Leipzig. But I guess here we're going to do something different, okay? What's S1? I don't know what's S1. Right now, the issue is this, right? I guarantee you right now that I will not know if any alerts go out. 100%, right? Because I don't think I have any alert set up. Yeah. Yep. I don't have a single alert set up. So if the alerts happen, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, season 1. No, it's not season 1. Thank you very much for everything. But them alerts might come in and I won't know about it. So I'm so sorry. Yeah. Because, on YouTube, right? Alerts like a non-event on YouTube. Whereas on Twitch, you put alerts up, they go popping all over the place. It's nice to have those alerts. Yes. I think I can include the alert. Let me think. Let me see. I remember I have an alerts link for myself. But I didn't expect to be streaming here, so 100%, that's the... Uh-oh. No, let's go back here. I have to change all the screens very quickly. I'm not a pro streamer. Not like the rest of them. All the other guys here, they are pro streamers, man. I'm a busboy who thinks he can stream. Rotating feed. What's this? Alpha rotate. What's this? Okay. These might be okay. Yeah, I can do this. I can include this scene into the other scene. Right. That could work. And then let me see if I can include this here. At least then I mean we can tell if somebody is being fantastic, you know what I mean? Wow, that's the background. Okay. Wow, that was the background. Okay, Daljit, that was a huge background, man. Okay, all right. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Go to studio mode. Okay, take out this. Do it on studio mode. Okay. I think I can do it here. Right. Okay. Yeah, I can edit here. Okay. Scene. I have to do it while I'm doing this. Then I can copy and do something to it later. Maybe there's another way. Okay. Let's see. This is a rotating feed. Oh man, this is gonna be fun, man. Yeah. How did I do all this last time? Man, these are all the stuff I used to do, no? Okay. like a long time ago in a land far, far away. I did all this, so, all looking very complicated right now. All looking very, very complicated. Okay, I tell you what, we're not gonna bother, okay? Because it's just gonna be a bit. I might end up making a complete jackass out of myself. These are the kind of things that we want to do before we start the stream. See, no, I'm not a pro streamer at all. Yes. Well, guys, what are we gonna do, man? Hey, one sick, have a good stream. Thanks, man. Oh no, you subbed again. Seriously, you should sub on the other channel. Don't sub here. Yeah, okay. I tell you what, you guys, we're gonna do. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is very simple. Okay, we're gonna do exactly what I planned to do on YouTube, which was to do an exercise with transitions only. Okay, so I had planned this for YouTube, but so we'll do it here instead. Okay, so let's do it here, man. Let me, damn, shish kebabs. Okay, but this must be the other one. Okay. Oh man, indulge it. Next time, get prepared. I am not prepared. Everything's set up for YouTube. Okay, I did not expect to come here. Okay, so guys. All right, I got a lot of questions asked about. Transitions, right? So people have been asking me, can I do another updated video on transitions? This is very quick, right? So I popped in here because I want to get this done because I might have issues streaming next from the 22nd to the 28th. 22nd, 28th, I won't be around. There won't be any content from me. I should be traveling. You guys will be finding out about it when I'm traveling. Yeah, I'll definitely have YouTube. I'll definitely be updating it as I travel. Right, so quite a few of us are going to be meeting up, and I'll let you guys know. But right now, what we're going to do is the goal here is to talk about transitions, right? Okay, so we're gonna just create a tactic, random tactic. I mean, I picked one of my random teams up, right? Porto. I have not played with this team in like God knows how long. I haven't touched this team for like, I think beta, like 2 weeks after beta. All right, so what we're gonna do here is simple. We're gonna go in here and then we're gonna identify transition. I'm gonna help you guys with transitions. Okay, all right. So a lot of people have been asking me, how do you know when something is going wrong? Why is it important to understand transitions? Right. Okay. So I'll get to that. Let me just get to the game and I can do a nice little explanation. Okay. So we are here now. Yeah, my kids kept me awake, man, the whole way. Yeah, I know. I've had issues with content in the last few weeks. Some of you guys probably know, those on YouTube know that my son has been diagnosed with ADD and dyslexia. So I've been homeschooling a lot. I've been teaching him at home. So it's taking up a lot of my time. And because of that, content has suffered as a result. I'm trying to hire somebody to come into the house and help me. Hire. Can you believe it? I have to pay someone to help me. To help me with looking after the kids. So, and then on top of that, I got to hire somebody to help me look after my father-in-law who's had a stroke, and now my mother-in-law is going to go in for an operation on her spine. Yes, baby. So life is interesting at the moment for me. Okay, so enough of myself. So what's the goal today? Very simple. Okay, what we are doing today, guys, is very simple. Okay, the goal today is I want to help you guys identify transitions, right? So whenever you play the game of Football Manager, you're going to have situations where things happen, right? You don't know, oh, shish kebab, something has gone wrong. You're trying to figure out what's gone wrong, right? Okay, the important thing is you won't know what's gone wrong if you can't even tell that there is something wrong in the first place, right? Because you have to see something going wrong. I mean, most of us know they considered a goal. Yeah, that's apparently enough, right? But there are so many telltale signs in the game, right? For example, sometimes a transition doesn't work very well, and that is your only clue. So the first thing you want to do when you're playing Football Manager is very simple. Ask yourself, what modes are you playing on? You got comprehensive, you got extended, you got key, you got commentary. These are your 4 main modes, right, in the game. Okay, so comprehensive tells you a lot of information, lots of clues there because so many highlights. The highlights are there for a reason. They are meant to give you an idea of what your transitions look like. But there's a lot of information. So you use the transitions to tell you, okay, something is going on, right? Okay, there's a lot of information there. There's a lot of room for you to make mistakes. Maybe you want to watch the next transition to confirm whether the same thing is happening. Okay, fine. You go to extended highlights. You maybe have 1 or 2 transitions to identify what's going on. After that, you might concede a goal. So those transitions are important because they give you information. You go on key highlights. This is dangerous. You will only get 1 transition, right? And even then, you might be unlucky. That's the one you concede a goal from. Okay, so it is very important for us to first get comfortable with understanding what our mode of play style is going to be. Can you handle key highlights? If you can't, don't play on key highlights. You have to process it immediately. You come on my streams, I'm playing on key highlights. I make 1 mistake, I'm toast. You saw me lose 7-4 the other day. Okay, because I made 1 mistake. I paid the price. Okay. Sometimes when I play on it, it's easier for me when I play the game on extended highlights, right? I see 1, 2, I know what to do. I play on comprehensive highlights, I'm falling asleep. Because there's so many highlights. I react to every one of them because I'm itching to go. And I'm always telling the chat, hey, I can't handle this anymore. I got to go and key highlights. So it's very important for you to choose the right highlights mode for yourself. PB Smoothie, I used to use comprehensive, but eventually settled on extended as my team becomes exactly. Once you get comfortable with your team, you get comfortable with transitions, you can exit comprehensive, right? You can start watching on extended, you can watch it on key highlights. So here we've got this setup. I don't even know whether this tactic works with the team or not. Okay. All right. So we're looking at this. Obviously, okay, we're playing on cautious, walk ball into box, underlap left, underlap right, work the whole shape, counter press. This looks like one of those, I want to dominate possession kind of tactics, right? So when you create a tactic, the first thing you got to ask yourself is, how are my goals going to come? Where are my goals coming from? If you can't tell from your tactic where the goals are coming from, we got a major problem because you won't even be able to identify the transition. So it's really important for you to go in there, look at the tactic and go, okay, what's happening here? Mazala, what does he do? He moves into the half space. So he's going to attack. He's going to come in from this side of the pitch to go into the goal. If he was a CM on attack, he's going to come this way. He's going to attack centrally. That's the first thing we know. Okay, then we're looking at the overall setup. We are playing high press, much higher defensive line, super duper. Okay, all right, everybody. Does this mean they're going to press like monsters? No, of course not. This is going to be trigger press more often doesn't mean close down more. It just means everybody, he makes a mistake, you're close, jump on it. Because the game has something called triggers. Like, for example, very simple trigger you all should start identifying in the game is opposition player with ball turns his back to one of your players. That's a trigger if that player is close enough. Your defensive line sets that up. Your line of engagement sets the first strikers up. The first strike, if your line of engagement is like this, it means strikers are told you press. The rest follow, close down lanes, all join you. So when it's like this, means you might have 1 or 2 players with like here the zones are going to overlap. This makes sure that the zones overlap. You don't want the zones overlapping, drop this. So they're further away. So, these guys may not double up on players. Like this, there's going to be a lot of doubling up going on. All right, so we have to understand what all these team instructions are doing. I've done a video on this, so there's a lot of information that I don't want to cover right now, but it's all in the video. So understand what the roles are going to do. Inside forward, start wide, come inside, right? So they're going to come inside. DLF is dropping deep, looking for passes. What does he do? He has move into channels, take more risks. So he's going to move here, he's going to move here. In the channel is the space between players and the space between the touchline and the fullbacks, right? So that's the channel. All right, so he's got all these PIs. Never mind, we'll worry about the PIs later. Let's get surprised. Okay. Then Mazala going this way. Ball winning midfielder is going to try and win the ball high up the pitch, right? So he's going to try and win the ball here. Because these guys have got a very big circle of influence, right? They got halfback. He's going to drop inside this pocket here when we have the ball and help us bring the ball to defense. We got sweeper, keeper, got 2 wing backs bombing up the pitch. Okay, let's go play. Let's see what the transitions look like. So I kind of know that we're playing high up the pitch. Those wing backs are going to do an aggressive overlap. Somehow we have an underlap instruction, which means that in the transition, when I'm attacking, the ball is going to be held up by those wingers. The widest player looking for a run on the inside. That's an underlap. An overlap, run on the outside. Okay, so let's come in here. Let's submit the team because I'm not looking at the players. I don't care about the players. I just want to know what's going to happen, right? So how do we identify transitions? Okay, the second thing is what kind of transitions are we talking about? There are 4 basic transitions in the game of football. I'm not talking about Football Manager now, real football, okay? This is from Jose Mourinho's playbook. So I'm actually quoting his playbook because I use his playbook. As his one is his managed his playbook is actually very simple to understand. It was leaked on Twitter many years ago where they actually had these whole diagrams. He had these whole diagrams explaining all the transitions to his own players, and all of us became richer for that knowledge. Okay, we that's the wrong way of saying it, but heck, man. Okay, so of course your transitions are affected by the tactic you're playing against, right? So these guys wing backs, right, high up the pitch, right? See this? This is a box. It's a box attack, big box midfield attack. So they're going to be very good at keeping the ball. Now, I've got a lot of tactics I've created for you guys. I've done this 5-2-2 once on the stream where this is a devastating combination, right? So you know that this is very strong. So if they can get the ball to these guys, we are in trouble. But have we set up opposition instructions? We don't know, right? So I'm going to remove all the opposition instructions first. Okay, whoa. Okay. Let's check out all the opposition. We're not going to have a single opposition instruction. Okay, I'm going to remove all of this so that we don't know. That means now the players have not been given any special instructions for me because opposition instructions also set pressing angles. Okay, all right. So we got a game. So what are we looking for? The three main transitions, right? So there are three main transitions. There are basically three big transitions. Defense to midfield, defense to midfield, right? Consolidation phase where they go from they move the ball in midfield, right? This is the longest phase. They can go from defense to midfield and then back to defense again because, they can't find a penetrating pass. They go defense to midfield, consolidation phase, and then finally the attacking transition, which is the shortest transition. That is very easy to identify. It is the pass before the assist. That's it. It's the super easiest transition. No? There is only one attacking transition. It's very, very short. Okay, the midfield transition is very long. This is where a lot of people screw up with their tactics, even me. Okay, so it's not my tactics nice and beautiful in this phase because I get it wrong. So we're gonna look at this. What we're looking for is the goal kick. So this is like throw in, right? So bugger this. I mean, okay, let's look at this. Throw in depends on set pieces as well. But you have to remember your throw in when you set up your throw ins, right? The mistake other people make with throw ins is. Throw-ins should generally, when you set up your throw-ins, right, go into your throw-ins, do something really simple, no? Attack throw-in, this is the default one, right? But the best way to set up the throw-ins in the game of Football Manager, don't do long, load all routines. Where's my FM20 latest one? Where did I put? FM23 routines because they asked. All you jokers asked what are my routines, right? So I did this for you guys. One very funky routine. We'll just keep it like that. We'll just keep it simple. So this is a short routine. Now, when you do a short routine, let's put him here. Okay, let's put him here. Come on. Okay, do it DR. Okay, so when you do a short routine, do this. Make sure that the players are playing in the positions that they are going to be when they have the ball, right? So striker is probably here. So this position, right, go forward can be the AML. And put this guy here. So this guy's going to come in on the blind side because it's his natural attacking position. You can even put the fullback here. It's a natural attacking position for that player. So you could put the fullback here and pull this guy back, right? And put him on the edge of the area, right? So you can put him on the edge of the area, or this guy can attack from the edge. So now you're trying to get players in their natural positions, right? So we got one guy maybe attacking the far post as a defender, or maybe the near post, make life a bit miserable for them. Okay, so this could be a routine that you set up. But when you do throw-ins, make sure that they follow your team's attacking patterns, so they don't go all over the shop because those throw-ins, right, kick in from here. Not here. Here is you got no control. SI got all the control. And please, SI, give me my set piece creator for FM24, or else I shall hound you and haunt you. Miles, do you hear me? Your nemesis is talking to you. Okay, he calls me Miles calls me SI's nemesis. Can you believe it? Because I'm always pointing out bugs. And I'm very vocal about it internally. Yeah, I do a lot. You don't see me moaning and groaning about it. No. Yeah, do I have any tactics? Well, come to my videos, man. Detect how to defend at this game. Quite easy defending. Attack. Regain a wave. Don't give them a chance to breathe. Okay. All right. So we coming back. Let's identify the transitions. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so we're still waiting. Okay, this is like us attacking them all the way. Can you just attack us? This is not fair. We're not learning anything from here. I'm not learning anything. I look at this kind of transitions. It's all telling me I've got to work on set pieces. Yeah, I haven't really bothered with the set pieces myself. Yeah. As you can see, I haven't really bothered with set pieces, right? We didn't do any set pieces. You saw more. I mean, only now I added them, but I can't even tell. Okay, so this guy is tracking. Okay, now we're in a defensive, more or less in a defensive transition, right? Okay, but this is like AI generated counter attack, so you can see how fast the players come back. I mean, we're waiting. This is not nothing. Okay, so okay, now we got reset. Players have gone back into their positions. Okay, fine. Now we are in a defense. We are opposition to the ball in their half. We're gonna see how our players react to coming back. Okay. So we've got okay, all right, we're playing on cautious. I don't know why, but okay, we'll play on cautious. Yeah, I just took a random save of mine from God knows how long. Okay? So I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. Okay, so we're looking for a transition event, right? So okay, so we've got the ball. He wins the second ball. We get the ball. Okay, so who's this role? This is, you got to know your players and where they are, right? So Pedro Porro is the DLF on support. He's in this position. So we've got the Mazzala on attack running up. You see this Mazzala? This is attack. What did I say just now about the Mazzala attack? Does he come here? Ain't no way he's coming here. He's got this thing for this corner. He's got attraction. No, he sees the corner. He wants to be his best friend. So he's going to go this way. And you're going to cut in between this player and this player. Or sometimes this player and this player. So you can go to the flanks to get across. There we go. It's cutting inside, right? This is a terrible pass. So we know there's a transition failure here. That's a transition failure. Okay, for me, any move from this phase, this guy is trying to enter the attacking transition, right? So he's trying to release the pass, right? And he doesn't get anywhere near the zone. So for me, I have to address this very quickly, right? So I'm looking at this going, okay, fine. You know, this is a failure because they intercepted my ball, right? So if on comprehensive highlights, I put a note. If it's on key highlights, I panic, okay? So let's look at this again. Another build up, right? This halfback, he's dropped inside this position. Okay, halfback, when he drops into this position, what happens? There's no carry, you know, for the ball. Everybody has to pass the ball, right? So I don't pull these guys out. Okay, see, watch this happening. He passes the ball simply. This is the ball winning midfield on support. So we enter another transition phase. Now, here, this is the midfield consolidation phase. No, he's gone for the attack. So he's gone for a ball over the top. He's trying to get the team into the attacking transition. Doesn't really work. So where is our failure here? Our failure is that phase, no? The consolidation to attack phase, because we're not giving ourselves many options, right? That's how I see it. So you have to zone in on what's going on in your tactic, right? So okay, we're still on comprehensive, but we are dominating possession. So you can't afford to be patient, right? Okay, this is why comprehensive, don't panic, because you look at the situation and you adjust. Okay, defensive phase, okay, we win. Do we win the second ball? This is what you look for. In the defensive transition, there's only one thing you look for. When your players go up for the winner, right? Okay, do they win the second ball? Okay, why do defenders hit to the opposition player? Why do my defenders hit to my own players? Very simple. You go to your player, check him out. If his heading is 8 and his jumping reach 15, 16, all right, he can jump really well, but he can't hit to save his life. Okay, so whenever you have a situation, and I've seen a lot of people complaining about this, or day in, day out, they go like, the bloody ball come, why does he have to hit it to the opposition player? You sit down there, your fault. Who asked you to put an idiot there who can't hit? Okay, so go and get somebody who's got a heading of at least 11. Okay, all right, so we enter this phase. This is the ball winning midfielder, ball playing defender. Look at this. He's not doing much, So why we come in here? Why is so chicken? Oh, wow. We already have dribble more. So what do? Go on balance. Raise his mentality. Ask him to take a bit more risk. Sometimes the best header we have. I know, but you can't. That's why if that's the best header you have, who's got heading of 6, Mazzala. Okay, this is a very good attacking transition. Remember what I said about the Mazzala? So if you want to play a Mazzala, you got to have players that can play the pass long, right? So we got this player. He's playing this pass right into the space. See that? Okay, that's not bad. We get an opening goal. So we didn't panic, right? So that transition, because our build up, I could see that in our defensive transition we're really good, right? So they keep giving us the ball, so I can afford to be patient, right? So let's do something different, right? Okay, now let's do this. Passer into the spacer. But we don't do work ball into box. We run at defense. Okay? All right, this combination, I want to see what happens because now I'm asking my players to dribble into the final third. When you run a defense, you also draw the players onto you, right? Okay, so the transition wasn't that bad. So in the attacking sense, we did quite well. So now we're looking at our defensive transitions. So we basically got 3 transitions, right? Goalkeeper has the ball, is a transition you want to pay attention. Goalkeeper passes the ball to midfield. Defenders, that's a defend to midfield transition happening. Okay, so now the defenders are going to bring the ball to midfield. This is singularly very important, right? So this brings you into the midfield transition. Now, midfield transition, you enter what is called the consolidation phase, where players like the fullbacks are going to go into attacking positions, right? So these guys are waiting for other players to move into their position. So we go into consolidation phase where everybody is getting ready to enter the next phase. The next phase only gets kicked into gear when you've got the right number of players moving in and you're giving your players passing options. If you don't enter that phase where your players are moving the ball around, consolidating in midfield, because the consolidation phase is different for different kinds of tactics. You might have a counter-attacking tactic, so you don't want it to be a very long one because you're worried that your players will lose the ball. So fine, have a DLP, play a bit more structured, have a play with some attacking duties in the final third, and then play these players who can play those kind of passes out there. So fine, you can get that working easily, right? But you have to understand the nature of your consolidation phase because it's going to be different for different kinds of tactics or systems rather. So we play the game. So you watch this. See what I said earlier about trigger press, right? See this? His back is going to be turned. It's a trigger. He's in the zone already, right? But this only happens because he's got aggression of 18 and work rate of 18. Okay. You want to see players do this all the time? High aggression. Absolutely necessary. If you don't see a player doing this, like he works, like he's taking his own sweet time to get there, and chances are his work rate is low or his aggression is low. Okay, that's enough pressure. Okay, brilliant. Okay, that's good. So that transition says I have got the right player in midfield. Okay, so that's good because if you're playing again pressing, you want to make sure that you are winning the ball in midfield, right? You have creating enough of the chaos in midfield. How do you tell? So you have to look out for these kind of things, right? So the ball is there, players turn his back. Do my players take him on? If they don't, something is wrong, right? Especially if you've got a high defensive line and high line of engagement. We are playing maximum, right? So everybody's supposed to be doubling up and getting there. So this is our inside forward running off AI generated counter attack. So he's going to be, he either does idiot or he does idiot. Okay. Very smart, some of these players. So here we go, right? So he plays it back to the keeper. Fair enough. Okay. Not taking too many risks. Now we got a 5 here. The halfback comes in. So this player, when the halfback comes in, right? He creates a 3, right? And then we get the ball up the pitch. The halfback is what? Important. The ball playing defenders become very... If you play a halfback, right? Those ball playing defenders are more important than a halfback. Because those ball playing defenders have to be able to play the ball out. So if you're going to use a halfback in your tactics, never, ever, and ever use a regular central defender. I mean, that's my opinion. Of course, there are probably guys who play them with central defenders and swear they are good. I just don't like it because I'm after like the perfect transition, right? So I'm always looking for those ball playing defenders bringing the ball out. Halfback is gonna and he's gonna drop behind them. So those guys are to carry the ball forward. So far, okay, all right. We're not gonna bother about corners, right? So far it looks okay, right? All right. So let's try. Let's see what happens. So you see this Octavio. This is it. See a defensive transition. They press quite well. See, he gets the ball. See, this guy is pressing him. This guy is marking nicely. This guy is shutting this option up. This option is very dangerous. This guy can't be reached. Okay. So he's got the ball. Who can he pass it to? He can either pass it to this player or, he's gone for the more dangerous pass. Right. So they made a mistake. They played it here. We shut them up. Yeah. Now counter attack. So we pay attention to maybe, that's one of the reasons why I added pass into space and run at defenders. So we're now drawing them into, whenever we dribble, we run into them, right? And then when they run up to engage, they create space. Okay, so, all right. So I can go, okay, we're going to make this tactic. Maybe this tactic is too strong. Okay, we're gonna mess with this tactic. Okay, pressing forward on attack, change the tactic around. Winger on attack, so that the transitions doesn't work so well, right? Okay. All right, let's play Regista. Let's do box to box. Let's do complete wingback on support. I mean, complete wingback on support is still okay. Let's play complete wingback on attack. Okay, this might see us get into a lot of trouble. Okay, so we want to create a tactic and then we just want to get ourselves into trouble and see what's wrong with the tactic, because sometimes it's better to show it when you're doing badly, man. I got some questions. I want to pause this or answer that. So if you have a possession tactic with whole formation, 4-3-3 with wingers, what roles would you have in that tactic? It depends on what players you have, really. I would suggest this, right? If you have wingers, you want to play 4-3-3 with wingers, it really depends on the kind of players, because you can play with a lot of permutations. A CM on attack, driving through the middle if I have a goal scoring player. A Mazala on attack if I have a player that can also drift in across, and then I've got inside forwards who can score with tall. I'll play in a lot of different ways. Yeah. How do you make a decision to change roles and have more effective transitions against specific opponents' weaknesses? I don't play against specific opponents' weaknesses. I play to my strengths. So I will pay attention to my own tactic, and then I don't like to play a game where they've got a 4-3-3. I'm going to change my tactic and my rules to take advantage of it. No. I think it's better if you just play to your strengths. You'll defeat 99% of the teams that way. I never understand the pass into space. Why is it the owner doesn't have the inverse option pass into feet? No, because the game defaults to pass to feet, right? So the whole thing defaults to pass to feet. So if you choose pass into space, it tells players to pass into space. Doesn't mean that every time they're going to pass into space. Some players are going to do it and some players are not going to do it, depending on their profile. So some players have maybe playing central defenders. You might be playing ball winning midfielder on support. Some of these roles have a natural lower risk tolerance, and on higher mentalities you have more creative freedom, so players will try a bit more. So if you want to, when you tend to play on higher mentalities, you might see more players trying those kind of passes into space. Pass into space just doesn't mean it's a through ball. It just means there's a pass being played into space. Yeah. So you don't have to work. It doesn't mean that your players are always going to be playing pass into space. No, because some of the players will still play pass to feet. Yeah. A player who's got poor passing is not likely. I mean, this game has improved over the years, because he used to be an idiot, like, a dumb instruction where you the moment you play pass into space, everybody does it. No, now I think decision making has been improved by SI a lot, right? So you will often see the players, there we go. We have pass into space. Why is everybody passing to feet? See that? Why is everyone playing pass into space, pass to feet? Look at this. All these guys played pass to feet, right? My mentality is balanced. I jack this up to attacking. You see some of these players taking chances. So he's bringing the ball for this inside forward, right? He's running, and now he's playing he tried a pass into space, because he tried to kick start an attacking transition. So I don't mind that, no, because I thought it was a good transition, a good attempt. There, another pass into space. See that? So certain players are starting the attacking transition very well. Look at this. Why is this attacking transition now has got a lot more bite now than it did earlier? Because if you play roles that are on attack duty, players they're gonna attack the space, right? They're going to attack spaces. So sometimes players with good passing, decision, and vision are going to kickstart an attacking transition. This is the start of the attacking transition, because he is the one that's going to play the assist. So when you go into this phase, you got to understand how this can happen, right? So if you play with a lot of support duties, for example, then you're not always going to have you're always going to okay, let's pass the ball, be happy, sing songs. Ding dong, ding dong. Everybody, it's great. 300. I love it. I love 1,000 passes a game too. But you're not gonna have 1,000 fun passes. You're gonna have one, maybe two fun passes. I play games where they. I'm psychotic. You see my streams, right? I'm never happy with 1-0. It's got to be a 4-3 scoreline, 5-3 scoreline. Score 4 goals and I'm happy. That kind of thing, right? I score, opposition and score as well. All right, look, this is okay. See, So he's bringing the ball forward. He's got a yellow card. Now this I don't like, right? So this guy, what are you doing? Like he's not attacking the space, so he's got to keep running. He's waiting. That's a stupidissimo pass. Why? Pressing for attack. All right. So I just changed the transition. So this guy, he's either born stupid or he's been practicing. Okay. Off the ball is pretty good. Okay. All right. So what we do with him is just tell him now, go advance forward. Advance forward is going to attack the line. Right? So we're going to remove this. I'm just going to do this first, right? So that's a transition failure because the guy is running, but this joker wasn't running into the pack. He's not trying to break them. He's still too close to the defenders. So what do? So if you want to spot a transition failure, that's a transition failure right there because we could have had a goal, right? But we didn't. Yeah, so if you find yourself in a situation where that can happen, right? Like me, I want to see great goals. I want to see that guy driving to be in between so that he creates an option. The winger was giving us width, but the guy was running beautifully in the center. He could have played the pass. The pass wasn't on. So I changed the role. Right? So let's see what happens next. So identifying transitions can help you change. Like some of you just now say, I want to react to certain games. You can. I used to do that as a stream. I remember you guys asked me to do a stream where I do reactionary changes to matches, right? That was a very stressful 4-hour stream where every game we changed the tactics slightly to react to every opposition change. But it's high stress, right? I don't want to do that because I'm 56 years old and I don't want to die of a heart attack. Correct, guys? So enough. We done that. We've been there. We don't want to go there anymore. Now it's all about enjoy. Have a good life. If I die on a stream, I die laughing. That's what I want. So Tavio plays Franco. Now Franco, again, this guy doesn't run the lines. So what do we do? Okay, looking at this guy is dribbling forward. Again, he doesn't run the lines. It could be now this is definitely a player thing, no? Now he does that. Okay, he did run the line. He did run the line. Okay, so he's waiting for the right moment. So it's a decision-making thing, whether the right opportunity presenter is up. Because Mazzala, let's just face it, them Mazzalas, right? They love the half spaces too much. Okay, so we're gonna change this role. This is all we're doing. So I want to change this now. I want this guy to attack. Right? I want him to play here. I want him to play here. This inside voice is a bit boring, but never mind. Okay. Underlap. Okay. Underlap left. What's wrong with the underlap? Remember what it says? The widest player holds up the ball, right? Okay. Now I don't want him holding out the ball. I want them attacking the spaces. Okay. So can we more expressive versus discipline? Expressive and discipline is just creative freedom. That's it. Okay. Expressive and be more disciplined is just team instruction that basically tells your players, hey, where you try to come up with the best decision, okay, out of a possible 10 outcomes, all right, be more expressive will tell him to think of 15 possible outcomes. So come up with 15 ideas and come up with the best one. Okay. That's the best way to explain it. And then be more disciplined basically says, hey, I know you can come out with 10 good ideas. Screw you. I want you to think of 5. Don't try too many things. Just stick to 5. Let's be more disciplined. So that's how it curbs. It kind of like asks them not to do so many things. So it's very good if you want your team to be a bit more disciplined, right? Stay to the positions. Whereas if you're playing on higher mentality, sometimes you play be more expressive. Your players can come back looking they can be moving around quite a lot, right? Or they can be trying too many things. So if I was like, there we go, nice. See, the attacking transition is now much faster. You get the ball further up the pitch much more earlier. So if I've got like Messi in the team, I'll probably play and be more disciplined. Yeah, we've been doing that for like a few years already. Okay, so we go wide, right? Look at what's happened in this transition. This guy and this guy. Okay, check this out, right? This guy and this guy. No more underlaps, right? Natural overlap. Then he's going to come back and swap. It can happen, in this game. If you have like an attack duty, and sometimes it can happen. Yeah, this is not too bad, right? So now he's driving. This is the inside forward. He's going to become a bit more of a creator. Yeah, so we got João Mendes, the complete wingback. Complete wingbacks are quite fun in this game, no? Right. So I noticed right now the transitions. You notice one thing, right? I don't know if you guys have seen it, but have you noticed that the AI is attacking us more? This is the first time the AI is going into our half. So it's good. We can see defensive transitions for a change. Okay. So we build up from here and look up. Okay. So he's got the ball. Okay. What options does he have? Is this good? So he's got to run. He's an attacking playmaker. He tries to play the one pass out, right? And then we get the advanced. He's on his own. Dribble more, take more risks. So that's because he's on his own. He's got no other options because we told him to do that. So we got this ball. So how does that fit? That transition doesn't look good at all because there's no build-up play at all, right? Because everybody's attacking and it's very isolated. Now watch this again, right? So another attacking transition. Okay, fine. Goalkeeper decides to kick. Thank you very much. Okay, see, nothing much is happening. See how isolated our attack is. So this would, if I were to see this, right, I would go like, okay, this is not good, right? But it might be great defensively. No, it's not. They come back. See this guy? Attacking transition is not going to come back. This guy is not going to come back. This playmaker is not interested as well. I don't know where he is. He's here. Yeah. So the attacking transition, look at where we all are. So it's quite deep, right? So he's only marking, he's just marking the out, right? So that's about it. So again, right? So now we go into this transition again. I know that the attacking transitions don't really work anymore. So see, we go into the defensive transition. Now we go into the consolidation phase. This is a consolidation phase. Huh? We haven't entered attacking transition yet. So we're looking for a attacking transition right now. So he's gone in, okay, he does a cross. Nothing much happened there. That's a low percentage chance. So that's okay. So we got to change the tactic around because nothing is happening. So we haven't had one decent build up at all. So what's wrong with this tactic? This guy is isolated. This guy is isolated. This guy is running. This guy is just hanging around. So we've got two playmakers. Probably this could be better serve. You just go DM and support, right? Okay. Now we got this guy launching around him. Okay, we'll just go complete wingback on support. We got winger on attack, inside forward, and AP. AP on attack and inside forward. I mean, this could work. A ball-winning midfielder on support. Let's get this. Since these guys on attack, we get this guy to try and win the ball high up the pitch. Got DM, ball-playing defender, ball-playing the two complete wingbacks. So run a defense, play a defense, hold shape, counter press. Okay, fine. So you're trying to try and move the ball. Yeah. So I mean, in a very simple sense, right? Transition is all about looking to see if you're creating any decent attacking moves. That's it. And then after that, just adjust it accordingly. Now, the problem here now is, by now, the game, right? He's on a yellow card, right? So he can't really tackle. So let's watch. Now he holds up the ball. He plays one into space. Again, no one is attacking the ball. Fine. That's what we asked him to do, right? So let's just remove this, okay? He's doing that. And he's like, our tempo is also very slow, right? Our tempo is very slow, right? So let's jack up. Let's just play on normal tempo now. When you play on a lower tempo, you're giving a lot of players time to move up the pitch and get participate in the transition. So you got two yellow cards. Let's do something useful by, I don't know, is this guy a playmaker? I have no idea. Runs the ball to center, cuts. I mean, this guy is not really a playmaker. It's more like a CM attack. Jojo Abshavi. Oh, okay. This guy is not helpful. All right. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll turn this guy into like a Mazzala. All right. So Andre Franco. Andre Franco is an AP. Otavio has been a ball-winning midfielder. I think we're going to keep him as a ball-winning midfielder. We're going to turn this role into a CM on attack. Okay. And then we're going to play, I think, this guy. All right. So we're going to use this guy to attack the center. We got ball-winning midfielder, we got DM, we got complete wingback. Now, since we got somebody attacking the center, this guy is running away, right? Okay. Complete. So we got one guy attacking the center in the shape of that CM on attack. So let's go. Okay, there we go. Okay, ball winning midfielder. Back to the DM. Try a pass to that guy, but he comes in. Okay, good enough. That is a good defensive transition, right? We want the ball back. This guy is still on a yellow card. Never mind. So far, so good. I mean, if you see these kind of transitions, right, we got throw in. There's nothing wrong. No? It means that it's okay. It's on the left side. Whichever side you were on, fine. So, yeah. I think the next thing we're going to do is on our stream, right? Well, there we go. This is a good transition. You drop back. Fine. It's fine, right? Because right now we are playing on a balanced mentality. This is a winger on attack. He's charging down the flanks. He's dropping crosses for this player. And we're playing whole shape. We're not hitting counter. So every time we win the ball back, it's not automatically a counter, right? When we win the ball from the opposition. So it's more like possession centric, this tactic. So we use a lot of movement. When you play whole shape, you're just basically moving a team around, looking for goal scoring opportunities and not necessarily depending on counter attacks. They're playing aggro passes even though tempo. Yeah, exactly, because it's your roles and duties, right? So if you play with the right roles and duties, you'll still be able to play very, very aggressive tactics. Like, okay, fine, we'll just go down to very defensive. Right? So it's not like the end of the world, no, to play on super low mentalities. Right? You can play. I mean, how could you improve the quality of chances then? If I want to improve the quality of chances, I move the ball around and play counter press. Counter press. And again, I'll go camping with more of my players. Like earlier, we had wing back attack. So we are all over the opposition, right? Here, I'm not committing too many players into the attack until we get to the final third. So if I wanted more, then I'll get the wingers on support and the wing backs to do a natural overlap. So the wingers are going to attack the area. So I flood the team and I move them around. And then, okay, I'll show you what I do, right? Okay, so let's assume I want to smash them to smithereens. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Pressing forward and support is going to drop deep. Link up play. Inside forward and support. Right? So play our defense. Play wide. Yeah, okay, fine. Hold shape. Prevent short wavers, stop crosses. Step up more. Yeah, stepping up more with squeezing the space, right? Okay. All right, let's do that. So all we do is we go camping. And I'm flooding the area with maximum number of players. So then we have like 3-man defense, right? The 2 defenders and the DM, right? Okay. I can make it a bit more safer. Turn this DM into a DMD. Okay, so DMD. So now we got complete wingback attack. DMD, ball winning midfielder on support, trying to win the ball here, inside forward, and just try and camp. We're still gonna have a very high. Like we're all over them in their half. We're not doing much, man. We're just staying in the half right now. Then you just move them around and you try and score goals, but it's all possession. So he can't tackle anymore, it's a yellow card, right? So he's just gonna follow and track. They're squeezing up, right? Stepping up more. Every time they get the ball, they squeeze the space. So these guys will go over the top, and then we mop up so easily. And again, yeah, defensively very robust, right? We don't have to worry. So the team is just, squeezing space. You improve quality of chances by looking at your roles and duties in your tactic and deciding how you want to, how you want to score goals. Like for me, I have different tactics. I use a different tactic. 4-3-3 is quite straightforward. You go camping. Or you play, draw them out and create a mid-block and hit balls behind the line and over the top. Or you go camp like this. This is camping all the way. So the ball went over the top again, and we win the second ball. Yeah. So this guy's going to drive the line. He's a complete wingback on support, right? Hey, attack. Guess that's a corner. Hey, man, sure. How are you? So London, Scotland. Some of you know already. Yeah, this is not supposed to be a Leipzig rebuild. So we're going to rename this. I got to call it the transitions exercise. Okay, I'm renaming it transitions exercise because it's not really the what do you call it? The Leipzig rebuild, right? Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at try and see whether the next game we can see identify more transitions. Because I think yesterday it was on the stream, right? We did it with Leipzig, right? You all saw one very good change in the transition. No, I'm not back on. I'm back on Twitch only because YouTube had problems today for the streaming. So I couldn't start a stream on YouTube. I sent a support ticket to YouTube. Someone other their start stream. They're starting the stream button wouldn't click. So it's a very stupid thing. I don't know. You know where I don't know. I don't even know whether it's me myself, man. You're back on Twitch now, doing for today, man. Special appearance. Don't know whether I'm going to be. If I come back on Twitch, definitely I'll play Football Manager. I'll probably play something like Diablo, World of Warcraft, Baldur's Gate, PlayStation, that kind of thing. Twitch is just enjoyable. I haven't even got my alert set up. So if you guys are following me and I haven't said anything, I'm sorry. Okay, now we're going to try the same thing like Chavez. Okay, we're going to come in here. We're going to have to make this. We're going to have to rest them, man. Because this team has just been for experiment. This team, we've only been experimenting with them. Hope you guys are well, man, though. Long time no see for some of you. Of course, we don't have, normally you come on Twitch, you hear me play rock and roll music, right? I'm gonna redo this stream on the other channel as well. So today was meant to be transitions, all the way. And then tomorrow, guys, is gonna be bring your tactics. So tomorrow is very interesting, because normally it's on YouTube, right? So if YouTube still has problems, I'll be doing it here. But once again, priority, those guys on Discord, get your tactics in by. You can get it tonight. Those are YouTube. I will put the links here. Of course, I can't cover all the tactics. Yeah, so we'll play through the tactics. First 45 minutes live, no changes, and after that we'll change We'll change it as we go. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now we're gonna try something different. I don't know what tactics we got here. Pantera Rosa. No, let's not do that. Okay. Let's load. No, let's load one funky tactic of ours, right? So we can see this shit happen. Okay. Sports Interactive, War Manager, I think. Is it here? Where is the tag? What tactic? What am I using right now? I'm using Leipzig. Is it here? FM23 Leipzig. Oh, this is not Leipzig. Oh, God. We got so many tactics. Man. Scramjet test, trap blood, going on to FM23, patch tactics. Yeah, I will just use these tactics. I'm too lazy to go in and change tactics. Oh, this is slightly different, right? This is the red machine used. Pantera Rosa also we can use this. Okay, we use Pantera Rosa. Okay. So it's got Shadow Striker and then inverted winger here. Oh my god. I don't like this role. But okay, since we put it in there. Ipe, box midfielder, one halfback, Cardoso, Real, Farm. Okay, all right, let's go. All right, let's see what happens. Right, so once again, it's about the transitions. All right, now that tactic only really works well if I've got a target man inverted winger. If I don't have a target man inverted winger, we got problems. Okay, so again, right, we're looking at transitions, right? So first time, identify your tactic. First thing, you gotta understand where your goals are coming from. I don't know where your own goals are coming from your tactic. Good luck to you, then you'll never be able to identify a transition. Okay, so we got this wing back. He's gonna aggressively get up the pitch, I assume. Yeah, correct. More direct, take more risks. So he's gonna play longer passes, and then he's gonna take more risks, affects passes, movement, and choices, decisions that he makes. So he might even commit fouls in this area. Okay, he's gonna do an aggressive run up the pitch, and then I'm hoping that he does a natural overlap on the inverted winger. Now, then we got inside forward, hugging up, he's staying wide, pass into space, underlap right. Okay, underlap right here means this guy's gonna hold out the ball looking for inside runs. Shadow striker giving inside runs. Okay, then we got higher tempo, distribute the fullbacks, prevent short grip distribution, stop cross. Okay, fine, everything seems okay. So this is like a mid block. Yeah, mid block. Okay, so they're gonna drop to the somewhere around here, middle third, and then before they engage the press. So I don't expect to see the advance forward doing anything funky. Okay, so they won't press until it's much later. So we see this, the halfback setup, right? So okay, so you go box to box. I'm looking at the transition. No, the guy's attacking this space. The guy's here, here, but this from the kickoff, right? Not very helpful. It only happens when you score goals. Okay, all right, that's not too bad. That's brilliant. For our kickoff has the potential of scoring goals inside forward. Right, cuts inside, takes a shot, foot, right foot. Okay, so everything is checking. Galeno is playing on the left side. He's got a right foot. Okay, this might be a problem. Okay, so maybe he's still gonna do a funky, but he might lose the ball. Ay. Okay. Let's see what he does. Right, you might be playing the wrong person there. A box to box instead of DLP, basically to keep up with the transitions. That's why I went box to box. Because if I play a DLP, hold his position. We need somebody keeping up with this side of the pitch. Another one, that's a very good transition. No? If I'm looking at this, I'll be very happy with this transition. You know why? Okay, the guy gets the ball. You see this player is about to attack the space, right? So he gives it to this player. And what does he do? He goes immediately for this player. This is a very good attempt. So in my book, right, the only reason why this guy screwed up is I look at him, crossing 11, decision making 9. I mean, I like the attempt, but maybe we should get somebody else. Okay, all right. I'm sorry, son, but you're about to get substituted within the first few minutes of the game. Don't be shy. Left foot. Okay. Actually, let's swap you first. Okay, we'll put this guy as the shadow striker. All right, let's play him as a shadow striker. Okay. All right, so we put another player there who can use his left foot, right? Oh, now the interesting thing about left foot is we could play a winger. Right? He can play as a winger. So far, that transition wasn't very good because we didn't maintain the ball. No lah, Mourinho's book just explain the 4 transitions. That's about it lah. You think what? Everything from Mourinho's book. Because Mourinho's just pictures. One of his former coaches stole, basically nicked the pictures and leaked it to the internet before a cup final or some shit like that. Okay, I'm not happy with these defensive transitions, right? They're not good, no, because we are not defending well. So I haven't had time to identify it, but you can see, okay, this play our defense, right? You see, looking at all this Mickey Mouse shit. wing back, anything funky happening here, no? More direct. You gotta look out for these kind of things, okay? All right, tell you what we'll do with this guy. We're gonna ask him to dribble more. Oh no, we can take more risk, okay? Take more risk. This guy, we're gonna ask you a CD, okay? I understand why. Okay. All right. Okay, this is crazy, man. Positioning. Because the halfback is there, that's why. So the defenders split. All right, so this is good. Nice. Transition from back to front. All right. You see that kind of transition from goal kick, you don't want to change anything. You look at that and you go like, okay, it's perfect, right? That's from back to front or goalkeeper. This is what you look out for in the game. So we changed him. We put in this position, right? So now he's got this Franco with him. But he played a really simple pass because he's a bit of a, he doesn't have that range. Other players have. Sometimes you play a player with poor passing, he plays a simple pass. Perfect. The ball goes long, so I'm looking at the defensive transition. Okay, so that's not too bad. Right? I was wondering if I needed to change this, but this is fine. The prevent short goal distribution is the problem. Okay, take it out. That was a problem. Okay. We don't need prevent short goal distribution because I'm playing a mid block. Right. This is no point. I mean, unless I want to do something very Brighton. If you want to do something very Brighton, then you have to do that. Terrible transition. This is like this transition straight away. I gotta make a change. Either he's an idiot Or he's been practicing. Okay, because this guy, no one in his right mind would have passed here. He should have passed here. Or passed here, right? Why did he pass to this guy? Okay, so when this happens, right, you got to look at your tactic. Oh, God, no wonder. Shorter passing. So it changes. We're going to change his passing. Maybe that was the only, when he saw shorter passing, he only saw, okay, this is the nearest person. I don't know, maybe he's dumb, okay? And higher tempo. So he didn't give players time to get into position, right? So we dropped the tempo slightly. There's a pass into space. And this, very narrow. Our players are very close together. Okay, never mind, we leave that. They're closer together. There's a lot of wall passes. They're always going to pass inside. Yeah, so a lot of things wrong with these transitions. Yeah, we can also look at his decision making as being absolutely shambolic. So that could be another reason. So yeah, see, the thing is, when you see a failed transition, you gotta become Sherlock Holmes. You gotta do a lot of deductive reasoning. So you gotta ask yourself, which of these possible reasons can it be? Then you eliminate one, eliminate another one, eliminate the final one. If still there, the final one is the reason. That's it. Yeah, that's it. There's no there must be a simple reason why I take fewer risks. Okay, take fewer risks is gotta shoot me in the foot on this tactic. Okay, because if I give him take fewer risks, what this does is he's not going to take a lot of chances with his movement. He's not going to take a lot of chances with his passes. So if he sees one play in front of him, he might take a chance. Or okay, we remove this instruction. Yeah, so this one was definitely a wrong thing to put here. Okay, so let's take that instruction off. So for him like this, So let's see if it improve our transitions, because that was something that could lead us to disasters later, right? If you play very short, also you limit his passing range. Yeah, you limit what he can do with the ball. So if a player's got really good passing, then don't play a passing short all the time. Don't. Unless you're playing certain formations, like a diamond. You do that in a diamond. Okay. Diamond, I always play the shortest passing and the highest tempo. Diamond, I do that with a 4-4-2 diamond. 4-3-1-2. Or strikeless tactics. But I won't do that with a lot of other tactics, especially something as asymmetric as this. Okay, right. Looking a lot better. Take more risks is also seeing him get higher, slightly higher up the pitch. Okay, so let's go. All right. Nice. Better the transitions, right? So the transitions have definitely improved since the changes we just made. Obviously, we didn't change the set pieces. We're not going there. Okay, this is dangerous, right? But he's going to go back to his defensive line. Check. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. A defensive lines, right, is not a line on the pitch for the whole team. No. It's a line for every single role and duty. I don't know if you guys know this. A defensive line isn't an arbitrary line across the pitch. Every single role has his, and duty has their own defensive line. Right? So sometimes two wingbacks would have one defensive line. A ball playing defender could have a different defensive line. They all will drop to different positions to engage. Okay, so here we go, man. He's off. That's not too bad. And he plays it to Pedro. Pedro plays a simple pass to the Franco. The Franco gets in and shoots and gives us another goal. Brilliant. The counter was absolutely scintillating. Two things we did, right? What did we change? We changed the tempo. Right? So we helped the tempo by getting more players into the attacking transition. And the last thing we did was actually we played this joker called Galeno, who wasn't very good as an inverted winger, but apparently he makes very, very sound decisions. And he doesn't have to go very far with his passing range. Look at his passing. 10. Decision making. 9. So if you ever find a player, right, who has got very poor passing, very poor decision making, when you put him in a role, chances are he's probably going to play a lot of short passes. If he plays long passes, might be a mistake. Now, if you give him plenty of options next to him, he's going to play the simple pass because that's what he can do, right? So we set him up with a guy here who is a lot better. He's got 15 for off the ball, 15 for decisions, 14 for anticipation, right? So he is a much better player, right? So he's a good partner beside a beside the other player. Okay, all right, that's not too bad. Second goal was quite good. So now we're looking at our defensive transition, right? So we have to check out, okay, this guy is marking this joker super tight. This guy is tight. So this guy is tight. So I think I have tight marking on some of these roles. Let me check. Tight marking is not bad. I mark tighter anyway. No mark tighter here, thank God. No mark tighter here. You, no mark tighter here. You, tackle harder. So only mark tighter on the fullbacks. There we go. Right. Okay. So it comes in very early to do the press. This is nice. Read the ball. Okay, again. Long kick out, looking to win the second ball. Transition, goal kick. The only thing you want to pay attention to is who wins the second ball. If it's not you, fix the tactic. That's as simple. It doesn't get any easier than that, this game. If you don't win the ball, fix your tactic, right? Because if you win the ball, game over for the AI. Because this is the number of goals you will get from the AI kicking the ball out is enormous, no? It's a lot, no? Because the AI is screwing. Because I always complain to SI. I've been complaining to SI, and I intend to complain next year to SI that if the default decision by the goalkeeper is to kick the ball when there's no options, then something's very wrong with the game. Because he's giving us a lot of goals. But I don't think SI going to really change it very much unless a lot of us are taking advantage of it. So far, I don't think many of us are. Only a few of us are doing it. Like the way you do it is to pay attention to the second ball. If you win the second ball, babe, your tactic is sweet already. Penalty. Come on, ref. I'm going to do the Jose Mourinho and storm onto the pitch. Look at this. This movement is excellent, man. The tempo has improved. The team is all over them right now. Eustachio now. There we go. We have taken him out of the zone where he has to make the simple hunky-dory pass, right? Now he's playing the more intelligent passer. He's taking a bit more chances with his passes. So we should have released him earlier. Look at this, man. He's now playing like a Lord Emperor. You know, no longer the witless wonder in midfield. Papa Chorizo, how are you, man? You play a regroup instead of, I love counter pressing. Yeah. But counter pressing, the reason why counter pressing can go wrong for people is because your width is too wide. If you play on a maximum width setting and your team is not dominated by high aggression, right? You're going to have problems winning the ball back after losing possession. So if you're going to play counter pressing, then play on normal width settings, right? So your width, you go into a tactic, right? Make sure it is not any higher than this. Right. If you play very narrow, basically you're doing a lot of wall passes. It means your wider players are always looking inside to pass. And I wanted that for this tactic, right? Wider player passes the ball inside and goes out. Wider player passes the ball inside, then he runs out and gets the ball, then goes out and gets the ball, that kind of thing. I wanted a lot of wall passes in this tactic. So this is what I call a wall pass. You get more of this with this kind of setting. But if you want to counter pressing, you're going to counter press really well. This setting is good for counter pressing because your players are not too far away. But counter pressing is all about these guys opening up as well, right? So these guys are going to push up to support the counter press when you lose the ball. It can sometimes leave your defense open, but it depends. Like, you know, if you will know if your counter press is working. You do something with the possession, with the ball when you win it back, like we lost the ball, right? So they stepped out to win the ball back. So you pay attention to every time your attack doesn't generate a chance. The AI has the ball. Then he kicks the ball. Count until 11 seconds. If you don't get the ball back, your team is not set up for counter pressing correctly. That's it. That's how simple it is. Yeah, just you lose possession of the ball after attacking, right? Count 11 seconds. Do you win the ball back? You don't. Do something with counter pressing. You go a bit wider then. Go a bit narrower. What am I saying? Wider is not going to make it easier. Counter pressing is the easiest thing to fix. The second thing is, the only other reason why you don't counter press in the game of Football Manager is because you got the wrong players. You got pussies in your team. They all got no aggression. You all saw me play with Italy, right? A whole bunch of Italians who had pussy aggression. Never seen an Italian team like this before. Average aggression across the Italian team 6. Never met an Italian team like this. Nobody wanted to tackle hard. I was like, what the hell kind of a team is this, man? This is not Italy. This is Singapore. Oh man, those poor Singaporeans. We got no risk. There 600 horses in Singapore. Now have to find a new home all over the world. So if you love horses, you got a home for stable. Yeah, there's 600 horses in Singapore right now looking for a new home. Singapore decided to terminate the race horse. Oh, look at this. I can afford to talk because we know the transitions are gonna work. See? First ball, I told you wall pass, right? Go inside. They're passing inside. Boom. Bam. They tore the team inside. Do you need focus play in the middle? Focus play to the middle is a team instruction that brings your players closer, your central midfielders closer together, and increases the number of passes that you're making through the middle. Sometimes you don't need that. All right, you don't need that. We have the added advantage of them having like one less man. So that's unfair. So. How about using highest pressing failure or regroup? I think okay. What is the regroup? Is basically a defend. It's a safety first policy. Yeah, I probably wouldn't use regroup. I wouldn't use regroup if I wanted to create an attacking tactic, because the thing is, when you win the ball back, the first thing you lose the ball. The first thing you do is everybody haraki, get back into defensive positions, hold the fort. See, sometimes you want to attack. Depending on your formation, like if I was playing a bottom heavy system, maybe I'm playing a 3-4-3. If I'm playing a 3-4-3, I'm not going to go regroup. That's suicide football, man. I got so many players attacking. Why do I want them all running back? By the time we get into the 50th minute, half my team will need to be substituted. So, no, it depends on the formation. Yeah. So for me, regroup depends on what I'm playing, what kind of formation I'm using. Yeah. I rather, when in doubt, I just rather uncheck the option. Yeah, that's the best. So he's one man on his own. What can he do? Yeah, we're talking a lot. That's kind of they score a goal, I start laughing. That's not bad. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Defense to attack really quickly. Otavio didn't go in. So, half time. And then we throw the boot at them for the fun of it. Let's see what happens after that. Right, so if you're gonna play this game, it's important to observe the transitions. Like, okay, we have the ball now. Okay, this is going to be... Please show us after the goal kick. Goal kick, the goalkeeper transition is very important. No, that's the goalkeeper has the ball and you're building play up. It's one of the best transitions. This is a good transition to pay attention to, right? Okay, so now, the only thing you want to worry about is, can I get the ball up? If you can, your tactic is fine. If you cannot, go fix your tactic. This part, right, is the consolidation phase. Notice why I call it consolidation. Players are going to get into their attacking positions. Right? So here we go. Boom. See, first Zola is going to run. This guy is going to move forward. This guy is going to move slightly. There we go. This is the first consolidation phase. Now they're going to do a reset at this point, right? Okay, because nobody's going anywhere. So this guy brings the ball forward. You go to another consolidation phase. Now they're kicking in. They're starting the attacking transition already. Boom. There we go. The next pass, yeah, at least with the attacking transition. Because the shortest one is the attacking transition. But okay, this is a bit whimsical. Okay, pass into space, work ball into box, right? Hey, have you ever seen me do this on my streams? You see me do this a lot, right? I do this a lot nowadays. I have a lot of fun with shoot on site. All you guys probably wondering why I do, how my tactics start. The moment I start my game is shoot on site. Why? Because sometimes I hate work ball into box with a vengeance. Because sometimes, right, the boys are passing the ball around so much, right? I'm about to scream at the monitor. Can one of you please shoot? Yeah, so that's why I like shoot on site. In fact, I hardly ever use work ball into box, nowadays. In fact, yeah, very rare. I only use work ball into box now when I want to control the game and keep possession, that kind of thing. Maybe I've scored a goal. If my team has got better composure, agility, I might use it. But you got to be careful with work ball into box. Okay, so far, okay, all right, let's go. Now, this is another transition you'll pay attention to, right? Okay, all the boys have moved into. See this? Guy brings the ball forward. That's why the ball playing defenders have got dribble more. Yeah, this guy is a box-to-box midfielder, right? So he's going to roam. Instead of a holding position like a DLP, one of you asked me that question. There we go. Shadow. This guy plays the Shadow Striker. He links up. That's why I have wall passes. Remember what I said just now about the passing? I said outside, inside, outside, inside. That's exactly the transition we just saw. This is what I mean by when you play on narrow, this is what you get. See? He goes inside, then he goes outside, then he goes, runs, and then he plays it inside again, and he squares the ball. That's a wall pass. You get it on narrow settings. Because if you play on wide, chances are the first pass is out wide already. So you go attack, use the flanks a lot more. I'm the king of. I was screaming ball playing defender dribble more since alpha, man. You guys have been watching me, right? The very first stream on beta, I was already telling you guys to add dribble more. A lot of people thought I was being crazy, but man, my ball playing defenders think they are Ronaldo, and a lot of my players now dribble more. Like some of my tactics, like 3 or 4 players have been told to dribble more because it's too good right now and in PI to use, not to ignore, right? So again, right? So the transition looks good. So when you're looking at your team and you're asking yourself, why can't I move the ball forward? You want to look for that. That is a failed transition, but it was a good attempt, right? So he's trying to play a through ball. So you got to ask yourself at that point, right? Do you like that? Yeah, I love it, because if you had gone through, it would have been a goal scoring opportunity. It was a great attempt at a very difficult pass. So yeah, go for it. I like that. Yeah. So we created a lot of good quality chances. So the last thing you want to do whenever you look at your tactics, after you do your transitions, you're happy with your transitions, right? Go to your data. Okay. The first thing you check is the quality of your chances that you get from XG Match Story. The second thing you check is the kind of chances you created. How many were with the feet and how many with the head? If the majority of your chances are with the head, right? Throw away the tactic, restart, unless that's exactly what you wanted. Yeah, because a tactic which has got anything greater than 30% of its chances with headers, right? I don't like those kind of tactics. That means you only have a 60% chance of your shots that were made, right? Only 60% of your shots that were made by the feet, and then you have to knock off quite a lot of shots, right? So what if you had like 10 shots? So you only have 6 shots. And how many of those shots are actually good quality shots? Right, so you got to be very careful, because a lot of people, because the game doesn't do. For me, I think that the game needs to improve in the way it graphically represents good chances. Yeah, because some of the headers are considered good chances. I mean, yeah, it's arguable. Or what, like I said, right? That header from nowhere. I wouldn't get excited. I think it's just lucky. Goalkeeper was steady in China, so anybody can beat him in the header. Right. So this is a terrible goalkeeping error. Right. So this ball is played. Otavio is the box-to-box midfielder. So the box-to-box midfielder is very important. Plays a brilliant ball. Goalkeeper stay in China. Why does he stand here? This is like, there's no difference between him standing here and standing near the penalty spot. And the other thing you want to pay attention to in your transitions is also the commentary, right? Now, I would advise anyone to always check out the commentary when you're playing the game and then you're not sure about whether the chance was good or bad. Here, the shot cannons off Ruok means actually the defenders did a really good job of blocking, got in there in time to block the shot. So, yeah, okay, good. Maybe what I can do is take out the box-to-box midfielder, put somebody else, and then take out the halfback because they could be getting tired, right? To refresh, because you're gonna have to spot these kind of things early. Why don't you use flat crosses there instead of mix? No. I only use mixed crosses, man, in the game. I don't use low cross. There's no flat cross in this game. They're called whip crosses. Yeah, whip crosses are only useful if you are playing a tactic which is gonna have a lot of strikers running off early, breaking defensive lines. If you don't have that, then mixed crosses is better. Low crosses is probably a decent choice, but only if you're camping. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems. But if you've got a team that's got a good, I mean, all of us, I think every football manager player I know, okay, has got a team of giants. Very few of us have a team of shorties. Okay. So whip cross is only useful if you've got very fast players who can, get behind defensive lines, and then you do a whip cross. Because a whip cross is a cross from here to here. It's in front of the player. So he's running onto the ball. Okay. I mean, how often do you have whip crosses in the game? Very rare, right? Floaties. Right? Nobody wants floaties, right? Okay, I don't like floaties. But if you play with so I only want I want different crosses, right? So I play a mixed crosses instead. So I can get cutbacks when they need it. Let the players do the decision making and what kind of crosses to be played. That's it. Even if I don't use work into box, even if I don't use work ball into box, even if I use work ball into box, I won't use mixed crosses. I won't use low crosses. Even if I play that, I will not use it. No way. 100% I won't touch it. Because low cross is just a cutback, no? Right? So why it's just like telling my team, I just want you to go all the way to the touchline and do a cutback. Like, I mean, why would I want to do that? Sometimes some of the best chances are deep diagonals, and those are not cutbacks. Right? So sometimes I like it. If I'm playing a Mazzala, why would I want a low cross for? Because then the ball goes all the way, the guy goes all the way here and then does a cross back. Right? Okay? If I don't have players that are attacking the line, like I don't have like inside forwards coming in blindsiding, doesn't make sense. Right? So, and then low crosses, you cut back and then you want to get one guy coming running through to score the goal. But if I do like mixed crosses, sometimes I'll get crosses in these areas here. I get crosses in these areas here. I get like my Mazzala will be fine, right? He doesn't have to do a cutback. He can play one over the top. See? So instead of doing a low cross, I can get a better crossing option from a Mazzala. He does one over the top to the far post. Somebody can hit it down. Why would I want a low cross for? That's not low cross. So, yeah, I think low crosses are overrated. Yeah. I think mixed crosses is way better, man. Crosses from half space are not low crosses. All the half space crosses are not low crosses. No. Yeah. A low cross in Football Manager is a cutback. This is good. They come here to the touchline and try to cross back. So if you're screaming at your players, hey, why did you cross? Yeah, I got a lot of Mazzalas crossing from this position. Do a deep diagonal. Low crosses are pure cutbacks where they go all the way to the touchline. Have you ever wondered why work ball into box, they run all the way to the touchline and cross? Yeah. That's why. Because people are putting in low crosses. Take it out. Just watch what happens. Yeah, you get a lot of nice goals, man. Because you're giving variety, especially if you got height in the box. Yeah. And I tell you right now, inside, I got so many. I go out of my way to side inside forwards with high crossing, high jumping reach. Height. I've got a thing now for inside forwards who are tall. Because they come in, the wing backs coming in, they score goals for fun, man, by jumping. Right. So occasionally we do mixed crosses, they might do a cutback, right? They might cut it back to somebody, but I want the players to make the decision based on the tactic. Yeah. So it's still the best. Mix is still the best. Yeah. The KDB spot, you cannot get it without mixed crosses and Mazzalas. Mazzalas, inverted wingers who cut in. Yeah, that's the best. That's brilliant, right? Yeah, I love that as well. I love those go-ahead crosses. Those are brilliant. The KDB crosses. And you get like a Mazzala attack coming in here, and you got like inside forward attack or even a wing back on attack. Ooh, love it. Yeah, the 4-2-3-1 does it very well. Yeah, you can get a lot of those kind of goals from a 4-2-3-1. You can get it from Mazzala base 4-3-3. And some of you see my Brazilian box do it as well, right? The 4-4, the 4-4, the 4-2-2-2-2. Yeah. Oh man, these guys are falling over. They're all suffering in pain already. I feel sorry for them. All this exercise about transitions, we're having a lot of fun. I mean, it helps like we're using Porto. Imagine if I've been using a team like I want to explain transitions. I got to use a decent team, right? If I use a team like really weak team, wouldn't have made much difference. We would not have seen it. And I can't explain to you why the transitions are going badly, because half the players have got weaker attributes than the opposition. All right, so we made a couple of changes to this tactic, right? So we did this. We're going to get this guy to dribble more. Yeah, okay. I love the dribble more instruction. Yeah, this guy, more direct passes is fine. So let's go to the next game. Let's see whether we can check out more transitions. So today's video was very simple. It's all about the transition. That's all we're doing today, okay? Right. So I can answer your questions, help you guys out, decide which is basically what I do on YouTube every day. Except on YouTube, we play with RB Leipzig, right? And I signed my first 100 million player. Never had this chance, man. I never get a chance in any save to sign expensive players. Because we took over Leipzig when they were in relegation trouble. Can you imagine that? And now they have got what, almost 300 million in the bank, thanks to our aggressive attempts at buying players and selling them off for a profit. So every time we signed a player for £700,000 and then we sold him off for 50 million, right? And then we got another one for about 5 million and sold him for 60. I didn't hesitate when all these players go. Okay, so we try this next one as well. All right. So we're just going to pay attention. So if you guys got any questions about transitions, by all means, ask away. Okay, we're going to just take this guy out. And then play this guy. And then bring this guy in here because we don't know. Gabriel, what are you? Right footer. Okay, I will just use this same player. So you put it here. Because apparently the other player is not as good as you. I actually start using dribble less to force other players to pass faster. No. Dribble less doesn't make them pass faster. Dribble ball, take more risks. Okay. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try that. Just for fun. See what happens. I don't know. I'm just rejecting everybody because this is just a guest appearance on Twitch. But we're gonna top and tail this and then release it on YouTube as well. And aggression is such a beautiful attribute. Such a wonderful attribute, man. Okay, so we've gone in and we added dribble mode to come some of the players, right? Because we want to see what happens. Box to box midfielder, maybe not so bad. But the guy in the flank, this guy, we might have a problem with him, this guy. Alright, so let's go. Stakio. So we told him now, oh yeah, we also changed the tactic around. Okay, so we did this as well. To give us a bit more options in terms of the passing ranges. Players with bad passing, don't let them pass faster or let them keep the ball. If the players have bad passing, single digit passes, then I would just start and keep it short. Okay, the best solution for players with bad passes, right? It depends on the position they're playing in, okay? All right? For me, what I would do, right, with players with bad passes is to put them near other players, give them support so that they can always pass the ball to them. Because players with bad passes will do that. They'll pass to the player next to them, right? But players with great passes always take risks. Otavio is taking risks, right? So sometimes these players with bad passes, they actually pass to the player next to them. Yeah. But if you tell him to pass it shorter all the time, sometimes that can be a bit risky as well. So, yeah, Castle, let's go. All right, not too bad. Jao Mendes. This guy's been told to dribble more. So we haven't seen a transition of him yet. The defender has been told to dribble more. Galeno has not been told to dribble more, but he's dribbling more because he wants to do it on his own. Okay, fine. Crosses early. Pepe with the header. He's the crossbar. There are your defending line. The ones in defense. Oh, wow. Poor passing in defense. Or poor passing in defense, you better make sure that you have adequate support. Yeah. They have to have you have to play like fullbacks with. I would give them support players so that you have like a DM as well who's dropping deep, so they got options to pass the ball. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would recommend that. Okay, our transition just now into attack. I see players taking risks, right? João Mendes, we gave him the dribble more and take more risks, right? So he tried that risky pass earlier, which is a bit over the top. But yeah, okay. I mean, it didn't seem like a bad move. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a pass. But just on the monitor, a lot of players are just okay. All right, let's try something different. Do I have a pass into space? Yeah, we're gonna run a defense now. That's gonna have a few more dribbling more by the final third. Shorter passing will get you into trouble. Yeah, don't play shorter passing. If I know a lot of people have been giving advice in the past, right? Saying, oh, if your player's got bad passing, PI him and ask you to pass you shorter. I know there's some logic in that, but you know what that does as well? It removes him from options. So the best fix for a player with short passing is to make sure that there are others, right, who are not so far away from him. So at least he can pass the ball to them. Right? That's okay. All right, the defensive transition looks brilliant. They come back, they swap, they keep the ball. And then, God only knows why Galeno is playing so deep. This guy dropped all the way back. No? If you look at this, right? Either that or he's the greatest player we've ever seen. Galeno was here. Why was he here? So what happened was we were in our defensive transition, right? Galeno came back. Oh, he came back to help in the transition. So he stayed here. It's quite deep as a shadow striker. Yeah, you see, his passing isn't good, right? He's got poor passing, poor decisions. But because he's got this guy who's not very far away from him, right? He plays the pass forward. Then he's playing as a shadow striker on attack. So he's more likely to go forward with his passes. I mean, that's one thing. And secondly, we are playing on a higher mentality. Man, no worries, man. Trend 2K. That's all I do, man. That's all how my streams are like that nowadays. Like, you know, I stream only to answer, to help. I mean, I stream because I like to help you guys out, right? You play the game. I mean, I know how frustrating it can be, right? You play a game and you go like cracking your head. I mean, this is not like the game has got a how-to. They don't have a detailed how-to. So, yeah, look at that. Nice. The second ball, support. This guy goes running. This is the wing back, guys. Remember what he told the wing back to do? Take more risks. Bang. So I'm looking at the transition, right? We get into we're in the consolidation phase. No? There we go. In the consolidation, we're super wide, and he wants to take up a risky position, and then he attacks. Nice. We're entering the attacking transition early. That's not bad, man. Not bad at all. But how did it happen? Because I gave him dribble more and take more risks. So he's playing a lot differently, you know, now. So it's not like a bad thing to do. Because I want to attack these flanks. Right? I want to keep this guy shut up. Right? So I'm always forcing these two back defending. So that's how I'm reacting to their formation. The AI is playing a 5-2-3. The only way this 5-2-3 is going to give me problems is if their wingers and their wingbacks get high up the pitch, right? So what do? I attack them instead. Yeah. So that's so you pay attention to your transitions. So a transition is more about, you know, sometimes you're playing the game and you're going like, okay, I want to throw the team off, but how do you know what's working and what's not working? It's okay. There is a lot of trial and error. There's no doubt about it, right? But you don't learn without trying. That's the thing about this game. Hey, Rick, how are you, man? It's going well, man, Rick. How is the goings, brother? How's France? Okay, Esteves, Galeno. Okay, now the defensive transition, right? So we pay attention, right? So these guys will come running. We want to see that these players are covering their positions. This guy is as good as gone. Nah, he's not going to come back unless they take their own sweet ass time. Nope. He's going to track. This guy's going to close the angle. Okay, this is good. I like this. This defensive transition is very good because they are removing him from passing inside. So he's got to pass out, right? There we go. So he's gonna track. Yeah, good enough. Now he comes back to help us defend because we have the okay, not too bad. I am happy with this. I mean, if they score a goal, they score a goal. But I actually am happy with where my players came back. Right, defending quite well. Right, so we're forcing them to come up the pitch, but they're not doing very much with those chances. Okay, so once again, they got the ball, right? They roll it out. I think I have prevent shot goalkeeper distribution, idiot. I saw that. You see, how did I know I was being an idiot? Watch this. I looked at myself and go, like, I'm an idiot. I say something is very wrong with this. Why are they standing like this? Why are they standing like this? Like, not really doing much. This guy get passed to these three guys and this one. So, you see, now in my head, I'm going, am I playing a mid-block? I remembered I was playing a mid-block. That's why I changed. Because it's a mid-block. They're not going to be tight on those players. Right? In a normal mid-block, right, if I play very high, then we will shut up a lot more. These guys will be high up the pitch. Yeah, I would have been able to close this down much more effectively. Now allowing them to build up play. This is not good. This is not good. I allow them to build up play. See, I mean, I'm hoping that my players get into defensive positions. That's about it. But that was my mistake. They score a goal is because we played there. We didn't play prevention. We didn't remove it. See, I called it, right? I knew this was going to be a problem. Yeah. See, this is why if I was playing on key highlights, they would have scored a goal a long time ago. So you have to pay attention to things like this. I saw it on comprehensive, but I realized too late. Yeah, so we've tried to fix the problem, and hopefully we can address this by coming back to win this game. Yes, Chao Mendes took more risks. This guy just out the wing back won the ball by taking more risks and attacking the player a bit early. Good. Okay, so this wing back is really going to be aggressive now. Okay, so let's go. The halfback out to the box to box. Wing back isn't run. What a pass! What a pass to Galeno! The take shot free and it was so weird when I think we'll go get don't have to play out of back one. One spot, man. No, it was not a mistake. That was daylight. If you use team instructions that don't really work very well, then it will happen eventually. So it happened to us. Right, because we played with prevention over distribution. Right, so that was my mistake. Yeah. And our players what were they doing? Right, they were standing nowhere near close to the fella. They were like, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, so we opened up a lot of space for them. Okay, what did we do earlier in the tactic? Remember? This is a transition mistake, right? See, watch. All this I added these instructions here earlier. So I ordered you all to see it. Okay, give it to Otto. What does Octavia do? This is see his first touch. Right, he beat the player. He beat him player and lost the next player because his first touch wasn't very good. Right? So we go inside here. What did we do to him? Remove, take more risk. Yeah, your mentality can affect. But I'm not. I don't worry about mentality too much. I can play on defensive. You can play ultra defensive mentality and still win matches. Yeah. For me, mentality is just a risk modifier. That's all. So it depends on how your tactic is set up. You can play. I play on balance. I play on counter. We're very defensive. It all depends on what you want to do, right? Mentality is just a risk. No, it doesn't fix a bad tactic. Doesn't mean you're going to win more games on a certain mentality and lose more games on a different mentality. No. Yeah, you can play on balance and win the whole season as well. No, mentality does not affect defensive work rate at all. No. It's got nothing to do with that. Mentality does not do that. Yeah. Work rate, how well a player comes back to defend has got absolutely nothing to do with mentality. Yeah. It's got to do with aggression, stamina, and work rate. You can put a player, you can go and get a player with if you maximum work rate, maximum stamina. Okay, I will take a player with high aggression, high stamina, high work rate, even if he has got low bravery. You still do a better job than a player who's got fantastic attributes at tackling, right? But low aggression. I will never play a player with low aggression in midfield. Yeah. So you have to always, mentality does not affect defensive work rate at all. It's just a risk modifier. It means maybe they'll take more risks on higher attacking mentality, right? They might leave more gaps open when you're defending. But if you want to play a game and you want the center to win the ball all the time, make sure they have a high aggression. That's all. If you put a box-to-box midfielder there, see, Otavio right now has got fantastic aggression, right? He's got 18 aggression, 18 work rate. Yeah. No, yes, he will. No. I can get attacking wingers to come back and defend even on attacking mentality. Yes. A player a winger on attack duty will come back to defend whether he's on he can be on highest mentality. It all depends on his aggression. That's all. Yeah. If he's got high aggression, high work rate, he will come back. I can get my advanced forward to beat you guys. I think those guys who see me stream with Leipzig will guarantee you that what I'm saying is correct. I've got an advanced forward right now who's got 18 aggression, 18 work rate, okay? And he hustles all the way back to center of midfield, deep in midfield to win balls. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with mentality, I'm telling you. It's got everything to do with aggression, stamina, and work rate. That's it. You want to get people tackling for you? Don't worry. We find the player first. Yeah. And all you got to do is aggression, stamina, work rate. That's the simplest solution. All the other stuff, Trequartistas can come back and help you tackle. F9s can come back and help you tackle. Yeah. I think right now this year the boo-boo that SI made was the boo-boo they made this year was aggression was too strong attribute. Yeah. They're gonna have to fix it next year. Yeah, I have no problems with my attacking wingers. Yeah. Of course, they will come back if you also have to look at your defensive line as well, right? So how your defensive line has been set up. So there's a lot of other things as well. Here, what was your defensive line, right? And what was what kind of a player? Does he have aggression? My wingers have a lot of aggression. They come back and defend all the time. Yeah. I have a team right now I have the most aggressive team in the league. I got one super aggressive team. And the best part about a very aggressive team is it doesn't have a lot of yellow cards. That's the best part. My team doesn't have a lot of yellow cards. The only thing I worry about is competitive streak. And I only look for players. The only players I look for competitive streak are strikers. Yeah. Strikers. I want strikers with competitive streak. So they go tackle. So I've had a striker come all the way back to the penalty area to edge here and do a bone crunching tackle from behind once. I don't mind the striker getting sent off. Yeah, to save the team. Dirtiness is for yellows. Exactly. So if you see a player with a high aggression and he has the competitive streak, and competitive streak, there are grades. There are different competitive streaks. Some very competitive and some not so competitive. They are like grades. Like, you notice the color is different. Yeah, the color gets different, right? Because some yellow, some deep red. Yeah, but whatever it is, the moment I say competitive streak, right, because if I want to sign him as a ball winning midfielder, I don't think so. Okay, so he's out. It just means that these guys have a chance of going down, right? Hard tackling or going to ground too often. That's one. And also the chance that they will bend the rules, sometimes tackle from behind and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I avoid them like the plague. If I want to play, if I want a central midfielder to tackle. I'm very happy with some of my midfielders. I signed over the seasons. Especially if they got I look for a midfielder. If he's got high aggression, high work rate, high stamina, right? And he has low bravery, I still sign him. He still tackles. He still goes in for the tackle. Yeah, it's okay. All right, no problems. Not as it doesn't look all the way, but he actually goes does that lah. He goes right up to the player's face, right? It gives you a problem. Yeah, I think we are getting a situation where they're attacking us a lot. Yeah, I think we are quite comfortable in not changing things, is it? Okay, pass into this, right defense, slightly higher tempo. Yes, we're gonna counter press for a while. Okay, run a defense. Bum. Okay, all right, let's do this. Do we have to change players? No, let's try this for a while. Concentration still is a very important attribute. I don't sign players in certain positions, right? Minimum is 12. Yeah. 13. Yeah. My best strikers have concentration of 13. They always score. I am a bit worried. They're getting a bit attacking transitions, but so far we've been defending those transitions quite well. They haven't got good quality chances. So what I did was I increased counter pressing. So whenever we lose the ball when we have possession, I want them to win back. And then I removed Otavio's dribble more, right? The other thing I'll do is I'll remove the dribble more on the other wing back as well. So this Trico and this one. So we don't take so many risks with him because it's a big gap for him to run into. I might play him as a complete wing back. Yeah, then he will not always stay wide. He'll come inside. So it depends on this positioning. Let's see what he's doing. So he hasn't kicked in yet, right? The complete wing back is also giving away the ball because that wing back is trying to play those kind of passes. Decided to play the risky pass. So now I won't do that anymore. So instead of I go back to the wall pass build up. Yeah. And we score a goal. Yeah. I won't use underlap left. If I use underlap left right now, the guy holds up the ball. Then the wingback still runs up the ball. I want this Pepe chap, right, to hug the go wide. I don't want him to hold up the ball. I want him to keep running. Sorry, if he I don't want to take a chance of either side. Both sides have the potential of losing the ball. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do that. The wingback was taking a bit more. I mean, now that we have the lead and then we extend the lead, I don't think we need to do that. So now they're stepping up more. And okay, let's see what happens here. So this defensive transition looks okay so far. Anyway, they're not getting very good passing up here. They got to recycle back to the goalkeeper. So fine, yeah, this is fine. They have to go back, right? And restart all over again. Now this is interesting, right? I wish I had seen more of that transition. That charge of the light brigade, the blue brigade, right through the middle just now was a bit scary. Yeah, offside. Yeah, okay, we can go to extended. Now we go to key highlights, okay? Because key highlights is luxuriously unforgivable. You make one mistake, that's it. This is how I like to play it, how I like to stream. Because if I make one mistake, I go like shit. I have a feeling it's gonna happen. Boom, I can see the goal all the time. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy myself so much. I go like I have a bad feeling it's gonna happen. Boom. Yeah, it's even better. It's all about, Okay, now we go shouts. Demand more. Use every single tool at our disposal. 67 minutes. Okay. We go in there now, make substitutions because we are running out of juice on the left flank. Okay, we are running out of juice in the center, so you're gonna bring Krojcic. And then we are running out of juice with this guy. That's 3. Okay, do we have a right back? No, we don't have a right back. Esteves, you don't give up. Okay, this is nice. They challenged, won the ball back. They had a Pepe, came back, right? This guy. This guy came all the way back. It's inside forward attack on positive mentality. Somebody is just saying, right? Don't see them coming back, right? Who came back to help us win the ball here? See this guy? Hey, I'm pretty sure this is open play. Yep, open play. Right, he gets the ball. They're attacking us. Inside forward, tracking all the way back. And helps us win the ball. And the inside forward is the one that played the pass out. Then he gets in the way of the wing back. So yes, inside forwards on attack can come back and help you defend. On attack duty, right? So it's going to be all about the aggression. So if they have good aggression and work rate, they will come back and help you defend. Right, we end up with 7. Oh, Fapili, you were there. 7-4. You were there, right? You were there for the 7-4. That was fun. That was fun. We were chatting all the way. I wasn't looking at the monitor, right? And then the next thing you know, sheesh, what's the scoreline? That was a fun match, man. I had so much fun on that match. Laughing all the way after that. But inside was seething. No, I never lost 7-4. It's like, I was so mad. Inside, I was of course sore. Like I never like to lose 7-4, but that was good. Good experience. See, look at him. Look at this guy. Who won the ball? Inside forward and attack. So inside forwards, any attack duty can come back and help you defend. And then guess what? This is the best example. This is the best example. To anyone who says attack duties don't come back and help you defend, watch this, okay? Watch this, huh? We just went from attacking them. This whole attack, right? João Mendes, wingback comes out to attack. Oh, he failed. Now, what is going to happen? I have to win the ball back. He runs back, chases this guy. I'm going to take the ball back from you because I want to score a bloody goal. Okay, he goes up, he runs up, and he gets it. I say, give me the ball. Your bloody no disrespecting, useless piece. Scores a goal. That is all I need to tell you that wingbacks on attack, wingers on attack can come and help you defend. All you gotta do is find the right player. He will do that on attacking mentality as well. So yeah, don't worry. If your wingers are not coming back helping you defend, you got the wrong players. It's all player selection. This game of Football Manager, 90% of this game is finding the right player for your tactic. That's it. 90%. The rest of it is just dumb luck with tactics. Because tactics is not difficult, Football Manager. It is not difficult. Yeah. Even the presets can give you winning all the way, right? Aggressive South American. I like these bullies now. Go South, go Chile, go Mexico. Get yourself some bullies. Bring them to Europe. Apparently, Italy now got no aggression. I'm sore. I took the Italian national job because I said we're going to go Italy, right? Got the Italian national job. Well, the whole bloody Italian team got no aggression. I'm like, what kind of an Italian national team is this? Look at this, man. So, this is good, right? I like that example. So whenever you play the game, the Italians are lovers, exactly. They are all lovers. They don't know how to do anything else. My team all lovers. So, okay, now you play the game, right? So how do you go back and analyze your game, right? So now we done all this, we created our tactic, we want to see a transition. So, okay, 3 things you want to ask yourself whenever you create a tactic, right? First thing you want to do is go to analytical data, look at your shot map. 20 shots with the feet, 8 with the head. I wouldn't be happy with this tactic. No, this is one of the reasons why I stopped playing the 4-3-3. This 4-3-3. Because the majority, you see, almost half my chances came from the head. Then you got to go in here and then start looking at your tactic, right? What kind of shots you had. So if I want to do a deep dive, I'll go into this tactic, I'll do a deep dive and go like, okay, man, that's a lot. No, half my chances came with the head. So I better have good headers of the ball. Right? Or either that, or I must have created a tactic which has got very high XG chances, right, with the hit. So then we come inside here. Then you go and look at all your goals to determine what kind of XG chances. Because you see the number of shots I took, the majority of them must have been with the hit, right? So there are some very high XG chances. This is a very high XG. This is like gloriously high, man. This is what the heck? 0.5, 0.6 XG. This is about 0.5. So there are at least 2 clear-cut chances in this game. So you got to look out, and then the next thing you do, okay, is you come to player statistics, right? Okay. Whenever I do a tactic, right, I think you guys are familiar with my my box system, right? Those guys who are regular viewers on my channel. You guys have seen me in my box. So you know my box system has got very high progressive passes from my AP, right? Averaging about 8 progressive passes, 9 progressive, because he's like AP is creating a lot of chances. So here, when I look at his progressive passes, the guys that are making a lot of these chances is Fabio Cardoso. Cardoso is the defender. Don't talk about him. Otavio, box-to-box 7 from that position. I'm not too impressed. Right, the defender just behind him at 9. Okay, Galeno 4 progressive passes, not that many. 2, 1. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think this tactic was good? I'll bin this tactic. I will not, because this tactic, majority of the chances are coming with the hit. And secondly, a lot of the progression in this tactic, right, is coming from, if I'm looking at it and I think about the progression, a lot of the progression is coming from here. Think, up the pitch. Think, up the pitch. It's not bad, okay? The progressive passes is a forward pass. A forward pass. It's not key chances. Okay, so okay, now we look at this, right? So progressive passes is those players who playing a pass that is forward. The only thing we're missing is actually we need more data for progressive passes. Progressive passes on their own, not very helpful. It's like, who did the progressive passes connect to? Right, that kind of thing is a bit more useful information. So this is progressive passes. Okay, now the other thing you want to look at is chances that you created. Now, how can you tell chances that you created from this? Actually, what you can. See this XG? Expected goals, right, is the number of players that got into goal scoring positions. That's how you should read it, no? Okay, because an expected goal means he took a chance and that came from a good position. So a high expected goal number can only come from you being in a good position. It's not the quality of a shot, right? It's not whether you struck it well. It's got to do with where you were standing when you're taking that shot. So it's a reflection of how good that player is in getting into a goal scoring position, right? So the players that got into very good goal scoring positions here was 0.4 here. You know, this is the different team, not our team. Okay, our team. Okay, good goal scoring positions. Otavio, box to box midfielder, got into 0.2, so not very high. Okay, at least maybe 1. How many shots do he have? Shooting, he have 4 shots. All of them very low quality, so probably range shots, right? Very low quality. Then we got this Galeno, 6 shots, 0.4. Also so, not that fantastic, right? But he created expected assists, 0.3. That's okay. That's the number of, he played a chance and the expected assist ratio is 0.3. That's quite decent because we got quite a number of players creating chances here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the number of players getting goal scoring positions is a striker mainly. 1.4 XG. And he scored 3 goals. This striker is exceptional, man. Right? This is pretty solid. One of the goals must be in a header. That's one way of telling. Of course, the other way of telling is really simple. You come inside here. And then you look at something. Yeah, you have to come in here then. Because, let me see if they have it here. I normally look at it from a different view. Okay. I don't know if they have. I don't think they have open play key passes here. I don't have key passes. Key passes not very helpful. Right? Key passes includes crosses and what's the other thing called? Key passes is any chance that leads to a shot on goal. Alright, but this includes set pieces. So you can see like how many key passes we had. Right? So this is like a pass from Thomas Esteves, who's a wing back, that led to a chance at goal. Right? So he played it goes back, plays a pass, led to a shot. That's it. Wasn't a very good shot, not a clean shot, right? So That's all the information that you get. So what you want to do is then look at we got clear cut chances, the only thing here we have, because there's no open play key pass. I don't think SI included here. Now you got pitch tilt, no pitch tilt as well. I thought we had pitch tilt. We have ball share but no pitch tilt. Yeah, okay. So no open play key pass. The only way you can tell open play key passes is, of course, come in here and you have one of these views. Then you can go like open play key pass and see how many you can track your own players over the course of a season. Yeah. For that tactic, I worry certain passing percentages are low. Right, it depends on the kind of tactic I wanted to create. If it's a direct tactic with lots of movement and I don't really care about possession, this tactic wasn't built for possession, man. Like some players might have low passing, but I'm not into this. Like one of those, like I want to score more goals. I've got like a Erling Haaland up there. I don't want to waste any time. So I will score lots of goals, but I'm going to give the opposition the chance to make mistakes with possession of the ball. And every time they do, I'm going to hit them. A lot of goals came from that one. Right? A few of them, one or two of them happened because we were doing the transition, right? But sometimes, like if you meet a team that's sitting back very deep, then you want them to get themselves into trouble, right? So let's see. So here, like this is their set piece. Right, they have a set piece. They're running back to defend, and I don't want to waste any time, right? So we get up the pitch. We didn't waste too much time, I think. Yeah, we didn't waste too much time. Bang. Then they lose the ball, and then we win the ball back. Yeah, see 1, 2, 3, 4 already hitting the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players waiting to hit the channels. So why would I don't worry about passing numbers because I got 5 players willing to hit the lines. So I'm looking at the transition itself, okay, and I'm going like, okay, fine. This tactic was built for an Erling Haaland kind of striker when I did this, right? It just was put, because I'm obsessed with 150 goal strikers, 100 goal strikers. So I wanted to create a tactic which doesn't waste too much time but creates a lot of good chances, right? And it has to be built, this tactic was built for a player that is strong in the air and a complete striker. If it's, then he'll be like the one guy here scoring all the goals. Yeah. So you got to understand your own tactics, right? Sometimes when you make your tactics, it's not about when you make a tactic, you have to have a good idea of how you want those goals to come. Yeah. Sometimes it's not all about possession, man. All right, guys. So today was meant to be a simple stream on transitions, right? So I want to help you guys out with transitions, guide you along the way, and show you what I do, right? So I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Hope you found it entertaining. I hope you found it informative. Once again, if you want to catch more of this, I'm on YouTube. Unless something has happened on YouTube. Maybe somebody burnt YouTube down today. Right? Couldn't stream on YouTube. So maybe there might be some chance, they fix it and we'll be back on YouTube tomorrow for Bring Your Tactics. No? All right. Okay, so I want to thank everyone for coming on today's stream. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.